Hello, I'm Jeannine McDevitt, the ACE Liaison for English. This video recaps what we discussed at our ACE meeting, so if you happen to miss that meeting, this will update you on the meeting content. At the meeting, we discussed 5 areas: course content, course delivery, evaluation, assessment, and professional development. So let's start with course content. In English Composition 1, also known as English 110, students have to write 5 short essays of 2 to 3 pages, or about 500 words or more, in the rhetorical modes that are listed in the syllabus, including an argumentative essay. They must also write an analytical research paper. The research process is an important part of this course. Students must find and evaluate sources and then use them appropriately, synthesizing the information to reach a conclusion and documenting accurately so as to avoid plagiarism. In English Composition 2, Studies in Literature, also known as English 200, students must write 3 short analytical essays about literature, 1 each, for fiction, poetry, and drama. They must also create a literary research paper. This paper must also involve analysis of the literary work or works that the student is researching. It must not include just information about the author. The focus has to be on the interpretation of the work of literature. The statewide TEOC agreement also mentions the need for a basic understanding of literary criticism and literary theory. The introductory material found in the textbook is sufficient, and the students will encounter works of literary criticism when they research the various interpretations of their selected literary work for their research paper. Obviously, introduction of MLA and APA format in English 110 and further development of MLA documentation skills in English 200 are also important elements of the course content. Other college professors rely on our instruction and expect students to have a basic understanding of documentation when those students enter their courses, whether they're at Penn Highlands or at any other college or university. So make sure that you're using the most recent editions of the MLA and APA handbooks as shown here. Our second topic is course delivery. The course outline portion of the English 110 syllabus shows the material that must be covered during the course. The order of the items may be changed, but all of the outcomes must be achieved in the course of the semester or year. You are free to add additional essays and to include extra material, but the basic content of the course has to be there. The textbooks are Buscemi and Smith's 75 Readings, 12th edition, and Dornan and Dee's The Brief English Handbook, 9th edition. You need to have copies of these books. Ideally, your students should have them as well. But sometimes this is not possible. Earlier editions of the reader are acceptable for you to use, but an up-to-date handbook is essential because of recent changes in MLA and APA documentation format. Any college-level nonfiction readings are acceptable, as is any up-to-date college-level handbook. In addition, many college-level nonfiction readings are available online. In English 200, you will be teaching works of fiction, poetry, and drama, along with the techniques of writing about them and researching them. The textbook is Charters and Charters Literature and Its Writers, 6th edition. You should have a copy for yourself at least, so that if you're not able to provide the book for the student, you may still provide instruction at the college level while using other resources for the student's reading. Literature and Its Writers contains a wide variety of short stories for the fiction unit. You may add novels to the mix if they're available, taking care that these are college-level resources. A similar guideline applies to plays in the drama unit, and I recommend at least 2 full-length plays in the course. If you have any questions about the literature that you're teaching, please contact me. The concepts that are to be taught about each form of literature are listed in the syllabus. Our third topic is evaluation. In English 110, homework, participation, and other ungraded activities must comprise no more than 25% of the grade. Tests no more than 15%, and writing 60% or more. After all, this is a writing course. It's important that the grading be appropriate to the college level. The rubric shows some of the considerations in evaluating the most complex of the short essays. That's the argumentative essay. In English 200, homework and other ungraded activities must comprise no more than 20% of the grade. Tests may comprise between 20 and 50%, and writing must comprise 50% or more of the grade. Again, English 200 is a writing course. This literary analysis rubric shows the 5 areas that I evaluate in literary essays. 10 points for the thesis, and that area includes introduction and conclusion as well. 10 for the topic, sentences, and organization. 10 for grammar and mechanics. 10 for accuracy and documentation. and 10 for interpretation of the literary work and support of that interpretation for 50 points in all. Assessment is our fourth topic, and it's important that we all demonstrate that our students are accomplishing the learning outcomes for the course. This is required by our accrediting agencies. We use a common assessment in both English 110 and English 200. The assessment tools that we're using in a particular academic year will be posted on the ACE page in MyPeak for you to download and use. Right now we are assessing the research paper in English 110 and the poetry unit in English 200. Finally, we come to the professional development portion. In the professional development portion, we discussed the grading of student writing. I will be providing links to some articles on this subject on the English page of the ACE page in MyPeak for you to see. Here are the basic elements that we talked about. Students need detailed feedback on their writing. A letter grade alone is not enough feedback. I recommend line-by-line editing, along with opportunities for the students to revise their papers for credit. I also recommend a feature called the error log for grammar and mechanics issues. In the error log, the student copies the error, identifies what it is, and then fixes it. So the error log functions as a personal set of grammar exercises for the student. Students improve their proofreading skills as a result. Peer editing may also be used as long as you, the instructor, have the last word in the student's evaluation. Improvement in student writing is important not only to the student's future college or university professors, but to their employers as well. The skills that we develop in our courses will broaden our students' opportunities throughout their lives. Thank you for your time today. If you have any questions about what I've discussed about your ACE English 110 or English 200 course, please contact me. My contact information is there on the screen. I hope that you'll have a great semester, or if you're teaching your course over the whole academic year, I hope that you'll have a great year. Thank you.